What's up, YouTube? I get hit up a lot on anxiety hacks and on panic attack hacks and self-harm hacks. And this is one of my best anxiety hacks there is, because anxiety is our brain thinking too much, our brain going too fast, us getting tied up in our thoughts, almost losing touch with reality, where we start to hyperventilate, we start to sweat, and it becomes too much, and we can end up having a anxiety attack. If you haven't had one before, they're extremely scary. And so it's finding different tools to help prevent those hacks. And M&ms is one of the greatest ones, because no matter your age, no matter where you're at, you can always have M&ms or something like this on you. Now, if you're allergic to peanuts, I get it. There's chocolate M&ms too. But the anxiety hack with these is to get your thoughts out of your own head and onto something else. As soon as you shift your thoughts off of what's really stressing you or starting to trigger you, the more that you fend off that attack. So what you do is you get some M&ms and keep a couple on you. Let's open up a bag, and it's not eating the whole bag. It's finding a few M&ms, taking them, and what you do is this. You notice how it took me focus to actually chew off the shell but not the peanut? That gets your thought process off of everything else that's going on around you and onto not breaking the nut, not actually just truly eating this. If you take a handful of these and you just chew around the nut and you break up all the candy around the nut, it gets your thought process off of anything going on around you, anything going on in your head that might be starting to stress you out, that might be starting to bring anxiety, where you're starting to breathe differently, you're starting to hyperventilate. And all you're focused on is not eating the peanut. It gets your brain tricked to the present and to the reality, and not to everything else going on around you. It gets you to the point that you can slow down and go, okay, I got this. This is okay. All right. I mean, this fends off anxiety. There's a bunch of simple tricks out there to get our heads off of anxiety and get our thoughts into the present. There's something satisfying about it that lets us know that it's going to be okay. It lets us know that we can do this. And yes, I love chocolate. If you're worried about the caffeine amount of chocolate, I mean, you can try this with grapes and peel the skin off of grapes. It's doing something with your senses, though, getting out of your head. When you're actually eating the chocolate off, you're using the sense of touch, you're using the sense of taste, you're using your vision, you're engaging all of your senses, essentially, because you can hear the chocolate breaking to where it brings you into this present moment. So get yourself some M&ms. I mean, keep them in your purse, keep them in your car, keep them in your school bag, wherever. And if you feel an anxiety attack going on, coming on, or you feel that the anxiety is getting too much, get your focus onto one of these. Why not? It's finding out what works for us. And what works for me might not work for you, and that's okay. That's the joy of trial and error, to find out what works. This simple, easy hack. It doesn't cost a lot of money. You're not popping a benzo. You're not popping anything to try and numb yourself. All you're doing is eating a couple M&ms. And you're going to have a little collection of peanuts afterwards. Eat the peanuts, why not? You got them. It's finding, though, what works for you. Because you are the most important. You can fight through it. The joy of panic attacks is that we can fend them off, because it's getting our brain into the present, not into what it's focusing on that might be an outside factor that we don't have control over, because it's controlling the controllable and changing the changeable. You can control the environment of eating that peanut versus everything else going on around you. So make sure that you find what works for you. It might be M&ms, it might be something bitter, it might be something sour, it might be something hot that gets you into reality. Just remember this, that you do matter, that you are worth it, that you're a badass motherfucker. You made it through 100% of your worst days, and that you can make it through this. I mean, down below, I have links to BetterHelp. I have links to all my different social medias, to our mental health Discord, our Patreon account. We have a nonprofit forum called Driven Together. It's bridging the gap between a crisis line and the suicide hotline, and just sharing all the tools and experiences we can for you to be able to fight through the day. Because let's face it, how many times do we actually get coping tools to fight through what we're going through? That's what it's about. If you haven't clicked that like and subscribe button, click the like and subscribe button. I'd love to have you along for the journey, because it's people helping people just make a difference. Together we can do this, because you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're worth it, and you're not alone. you're not alone. We got this. So grab yourself some M&Ms, keep them in your pocket, keep them in your wallet, actually it ain't gonna fit in your wallet, but keep them in your backpack, wherever. Just keep some M&Ms or keep something on you that focuses your attention, that you can chew off, that you can help fend off those anxiety attacks. I also have affiliate links below for all the different coping tools that I use, like fidget cubes, fidget spinners. If you want to try online therapy with BetterHelp, go ahead. It's a great service out there. It's just take everything around you and try it. You're going to find a few things that work. It's about not giving up and knowing that you got this. Together we got it. Together we can do it. Let's do this together.